matchup between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey! Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
45's the mic.
Here we go.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
I smell fear in it.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
Ready, set.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
2nd and 5. Taking a shot for Samuel. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even already.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Back to throw. Lawrence. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Watch the pass. Watch it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Just like that. Mike 5'9",
Jackson on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I got. Watch twist.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Check.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Miles Boykin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Team 6. Now.
He's coming up the edge. Watch him off the edge.
Topper. Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence got his target, Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go!
11 yards and a Panther first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
12. Mike 12. No chance.
This is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after
Hey, Alpha.
12. Mike 12. I got you. I got you. Mike 12. Mike 12.
Deep rip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Let's go.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Let's go, fellas.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. up. He's going to, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on his own. Poor punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something that there'll be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2nd and long. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very...
And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Lamar Jackson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Mike 37. I got you. I got you. There we go, 37.
On 3rd down, Norris. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On second down, it's Chandler, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that, because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Ready, ready. 8 reads. Switch. Hey. High 7. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. The quick slant caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run there.
Partner, I love your description, because when we
into a double team and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready.
To throw again. Morris going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Hey, let go.
From the gun, Lawrence completes it to Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. This quarterback now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Ready. 59. Mike's 59. I'm here.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And now he'll tuck it and run. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Crunch time, defense.
Go, go, go. Hey, Alpha. Go.
To throw from his end zone. Lawrence. That's complete to Cobb. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Go.
Giants on the Ringo. You got 3.
Hey, Haywood.
Second and 2. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Go.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mark 38. Mark 38. Mark 38. I'm the loser.
Hey, Delta. Sit up.
Mike 38. I'm not ready.
Go. Deep rip.
On first down, Lawrence going up top. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. Lawrence gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Mike 12. Mike 12.
Right here, right here.
Mike 12. Mike 12.
I don't even know why this team...
Operating from the gun. Lawrence being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Defense with 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Hey, we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Looking to throw. Lawrence under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Throwing it on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll throw on 1st down to Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a run with McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Taking it. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 54 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Lamar Jackson, 83 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Morris. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation. Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, Wahoo!
Let's get off the field.
Hey.
Back to throw. Lawrence. It's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence taking a shot for... And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 38 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Here we go. 54 miles.
And watch that. And watch the ball.
On 1st down, Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I'm coming! Mike 38! Mike 38!
Second and 11. He's going to look deep for more. They've got his man complete. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Lorenzo Carter, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Lawrence will get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Delta.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And no, it's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
That is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And an alley to run. He's got the ball comes out. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And an alley to run. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their...
And oh, it caught it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready, ready. 30 base.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Get it.
From the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go, 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, 37 is the Mike. Mike 37.
Hey, exit. 5.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go, let's go.
Come on, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Hey, zoom.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. 2nd and 14. He's going to go for a big play down. He's got a man complete. That one good for 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Let's go.
On first down, Lawrence. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 48 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
On the set. Mike 4. Mike's by 4. Push him. Push him back.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Check. 154. 154.
All day.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights. Now. Hey, Echo. Shoot.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
60 Pittsburgh.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
We got three, fellas. We got three.